God, it's kind of hard to record whenever you're not, I guess, 100% sober, if I can even say that. Anyways, we're gonna do it. We are 1 month into the season, and so far we're doing pretty average, honestly. We are 7-7 on the season. Nothing really too amazing, but nothing bad as well. We are pretty okay so far. We've had some pretty good wins, but also pretty bad losses as well. I have been playing some of these games off camera. One of these games was this Hornets game right here, and it was a game that actually went to second overtime, which is actually pretty crazy. I was actually regretting that I didn't record, but it is what it is. Let me actually show you the stats for the game. DeJounte Murray led the way for 26 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 9 for 21 shooting. Not a good shooting game, but an overall good game for him. Marcus Morris, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Jahlil Okafor with 25 points. This is basically the big three right here for this team. Basically guys that are going to go out there every night and put up a bunch of points to try to lead this way. And the rest of these guys are just going to be those, I don't want to say role players, but because these guys are actually really good players. But compared to these three right here, they're not going to put that much stats on the board for you. But like I said, we're 1 month into the season, and today we're going to be playing both the New York Knicks and the New Orleans Pelicans. There are obvious reasons why I wanted to play these teams. Of course, the Knicks having RJ Barrett into that lineup, and a lineup honestly that is actually really young, has a lot of potential to it. They have Kevin Knox, they have Bobby Portis, Julius Randle, a new addition, Mitchell Robinson, all these guys, Alonzo Trier as well. These guys have a lot of potential, and hopefully we can put up a good matchup against them. You know, I was actually about to say the New Orleans Pelicans because of Zion Williamson, but he is actually hurt with a deep left thigh bruise for the next couple of weeks, which honestly upsets me because I really did want to play him and see how we did against him. But for right now, he is injured, so the lineup's going to be Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Derek Favors, and Salamidri. I could be butchering that name so bad. Of course, I got JJ Redick and Josh Hart, Etuan Moore. Really good players, honestly. Really underrated players that I feel like can really make a deep impact into this league. Before we get into the games though, I wanted to show you the minutes that we are using. It's basically the same minutes as the first episode. I think it was the first episode or the second episode that I showed it. DeJounte Murray, Yogi Ferrell, Malik Beasley, Marcus Morris, and Jahlil Okafor starting five. One thing I did change though was that I noticed that Vince Carter did not have any minutes, was just basically sitting on the bench and just enjoying life basically. So I got rid of Finney Smith's minutes and put him to Vince Carter so we can have a little bit of playing time out there. I want to see him on the court, and he's been on fire recently, so I feel like that's going to be a good move there.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Oak.
Between being aggressive and being out of control, and that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt.
Started with a high-quality look down low.
Robinson with the block. Here's Murray. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 2 minutes played. Beasley, the pass to Morris. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for New York. Barrett, no good.
Man, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Wide open look and gets it there on time and on target.
The shot's good from Smith.
Wow, how about the starts of this game, taking everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Murray not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down for the New York Knicks. There's the dish to Randle. Rebound by Murray.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee.
Murray outside. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Okafor with the layup. Takes the 13-footer. Smith, no luck. Nashville leading by 4. Ferrell for 3. Hands it from downtown. Ferrell's got a second bucket tonight.
Keeping the defense off balance.
Shoots from 14. Again, the star score.
Well, I absolutely love the way
basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been.
Clock at 6. Back to Knox. And he jams it with authority.
How about the
Here's Murray on the mark with the 15-footer. Murray's got cross to Knox. Launches a 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just doing the job.
It's on Elford Payton for Nashville.
The Carter just a freak of nature. And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Murray. And Gibson sends it down. They retain possession. Murray against Payton. Carter outside. Second chance shot. And he hits the jump shot.
Already reflecting.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing fully basketball.
And so it's the Stars. Their lead at 15 going
Inside.
to the middle. Here's Baines. Hits the jumper. Baines. Here's Randall. That one off the back iron and out. Nashville leading by 13. Farrell for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Farrell's got 8. Thank you. Shot clock at 3. More. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
It's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And good that time. Second chance effort. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Okafor. Beasley with a clean look. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Over Randall. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And to get open is Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson. It'd be nice if... Here's Trier. He's got 6. Robinson kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, Dennis, he'll take it anyway.
Here's Murray. Robinson with the block. Osterberry lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple. Down low. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And looking alive
To Okafor. Over Payton. And it's Okafor. A time on the assist by Murray. And so it's Nashville cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing.
Up the pressure. Way more physical than the second half. Start a fight. Throw some balls. Let's go.
Someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And New York looking at
their work on the board has been impressive.
inside. And that one is good by Beasley.
4 to start the second half.
Here's Murray. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
As an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin Tisdale
You want more of this. Find your open teammate and make sure you put it on time.
The mid-range.
The feed now to Robinson. Got a hand on it. Beasley for 3. And again, it's Nashville from deep.
And with the lead, I like the
Morris kicks to Farrell. True on the 14-footer. Farrell's got 4 points now, and shot is off.
And the activities he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work side of the lines of competition, you see so many men who have overseas opportunities.
Play just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And it's good for 2. Knox misses. Here's Ojale. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid. Shoots over Portis. Bell's shot is good.
Well, defensively, don't forget about his consistency with officiating. They can adapt to the way the game is being
think of what didn't go right for them.
One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour.
Stats for the game: DeJounte Murray for 22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 turnovers as well, 11 for 21 shooting. Good shooting performance there by him. Yogi Ferrell, 22 points as well, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 for 4 on the three-point line. Malik Beasley for 20 points, 6 rebounds, 7 for 11, and 100% at the three-point line. Marcus Morris, 16 points with 5. Aaron Baines, 11 and 8. A good performance by this whole team right here, and it's such a dominating victory.
Guys losing by just a single point.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Morris with the block. To the middle, here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in. Right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And so is Murray with it. He brings it up to the Stars. They trail by 1, and he makes that one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Pass to Farrell. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Farrell's got 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Baines, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you got to pursue.
Now McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And really deep through that time. Redick. It's stolen by Korver. Oh, and here comes Korver all alone. Good on the bucket. Korver's got his second basket. Rebounded by Korver. Nashville leading by 3. Here's McConnell. Off target at the rim. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the layup's good off the glass. And Bart has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that play.
Farrell kicks the bait. Beasley for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Beasley got it. It's a floater. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam. Finds Mesri. Shot from free throw range. Count it, and the Stars lead as they have 4 rebounds in this game. Farrell gets to Okafor. Nails the baby hook. Okafor's got 4 points. Back to Holiday. Fires from the corner. Good on the jump shot. He's got 9. Redick against Murray. And stolen by Murray. By himself. And it's Murray with the jam. Mesri's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
And here's McConnell. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Hart. Pass it to Nelly from downtown. Headshot blocked. And so it's the Stars. Holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
Marking 5 in the period for the Stars. Jack, how do you think the Stars did?
The area where they impressed me the most.
Shot from the wing. And that one's good. Ingram's leading by 5. Inside. And it's Beasley finishing it off. The pass to Mesri. Back to Ball. And the layup is good.
You got to be composed when you go inside.
Ingram against Beasley. Ingram attacking. Basket counts. Now just a 1. Now more. Teardrop shot. He lays it in.
And it's all about
Baines inside, defended by Measury, and it's Baines missing. Baines has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Hart. The teardrop falls in. Hart's got 7.
Perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Oh, and a fast break for Nashville. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Corbin. Carter's got it. Passes it to Hart. Yes, and the foul. Vince Carter picks one up.
And when they
And Bell kicks to McConnell. Pass to Baines. McConnell with it. He's guarded by Favors. And the rejection by Favors.
Now a three-point shot. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If we have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim.
Here's Holiday. Excellent D there from Okafor.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
and the defense scattered all into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, they certainly that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Beasley with the steal. And they're moving it up. Murray, good.
Murray showing you real poise.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 saves.
And that one drops. Holiday's
Even
got
though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier.
Like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Holiday. It's in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue.
They want to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Stats for the Pelicans game: Marcus Morris 20 and 16, a good game on the glass for him. 7-14 shooting. Kyle Korver 16 for 2. Jahlil Okafor 12 for 11. DeJounte Murray 10, 2 and 8, 5 for 20 shooting. Not a good shooting performance at all from him. Yogi Ferrell as well, 3 for 13 shooting. This was a game that was so bad stat-wise, but yet it was also close at the end. This game honestly frustrated me so much when I was playing it. It was not a good game at all. It's something I just want to put behind us. I'd like to announce that we did make a trade with the San Antonio Spurs. We sent the Spurs Nigel Williams-Goss, which is basically our 3rd shooting guard, and sadly Vince Carter to the Spurs, and in return we got Keldon Johnson and Chimezie Metu. Nigel Williams-Goss, like I said, was a 3rd string shooting guard who was actually featured in this Knicks game, and he didn't really do much, to be honest with you. He didn't really shoot that well. Everybody loves Vince Carter, but he's gonna retire next year, and we're not gonna get too much more out of him because he's already aging. He's already 42, I think it was, so might as well get something out of him. So we got these 2 guys, and Keldon Johnson and Chimezie Metu. So I'm actually recording this in advance, actually about a week after I recorded that Pelicans game, and I've simulated it a little bit. Warriors game was actually really close. We lost by a point. I'm really surprised that it was actually that close. We're currently 8-12 on the year. Continue the season on and hopefully try to get a draft position rather than playoff position. So, like I said, we're going to keep going. The next game we play will probably be after the All-Star break. I'm looking at the Spurs game. Like I said, 8-12 so far in the season. Nothing too shabby, you know, something I kind of expected going into here, so we're not exceeding expectations or anything like that. But it is what it is. We'll go through it and then hopefully go into the next game after the All-Star break, and hopefully we can do something there.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been, you're slurring all your words, not making any sense.